be surprised at how much the LinkedIn networking works, but I don't want you to think it's going to be a one-stop shop. Boom, I got a job. So I wanted to ask, what was that like? Like, how many people would you say you shot your shot via DM? How many recruiters?
Mm-hmm. That's such a good question, because I'm thinking, I would have to say it has to be like 50 to 75 people I've reached out to. And I only say that because I was using like a CRM tracker, and this was kind of before Notion was hot. So I was doing it like bare bones on Google, using my Google Drive and kind of tracking it from there, from everyone that I spoke to from different events and things. Even for myself, when people reach out to me on LinkedIn, like I try to make it my best effort to reach back out to them, because I understand what it's like when you reach out to someone and you don't hear from them again, or they respond and then they don't follow up, and then you're just constantly like messaging them and kind of circling the block like, hey, don't forget about me. But one thing I've come to realize is, like, especially when hitting up people online, like, it's so hard to keep track of everything. Like, we have so many social media, platforms where you can reach out to people. So for myself, I really try to make more of an effort to meet people in person. So if I follow someone on Instagram and maybe I have them on LinkedIn and I'm trying to connect with them, but like they're not responding and I know they're going to be at an event, I would make it my best effort to like bump into them in person and make that impression, and go out of my way to do that, versus just trying to like do everything online. And then once you do hit them up, they'll remember you and kind of reach out to them. I've done that before at countless events. Essence Festival is a great example, because a lot of people from different industries always come every year. And sometimes, you could be walking around the convention center, you see someone and you'd be like, oh, hey, oh my gosh, I follow you on Instagram. I love the content that you post, and genuinely like reaching out to them, telling like, I really think your stuff is dope. And then from there, like naturally conversations kind of flow from it. And, I really feel like it's like a great way to like build those connections. I really think with LinkedIn though, it could be a hit or miss. Hit or miss in the sense that sometimes some people are willing and open to make new connections. Others are just like really busy. But I wouldn't let that discourage the person if you're reaching out to people. Like, don't take it personal. Everyone has busy lives. But if you can catch someone in person, that would always be like my best bet.
Love that. I don't think we talk about that enough. I'm not stalking, but I'm kind of stalking. And I'm going to just make it my point. I'm going to make it a point to be where you at.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes. And notice how she said when she walked up to a person, she never went up with, hey, I sent you a message on LinkedIn. Like, you don't remember me? I'm trying to like I'm trying to get an interview. It wasn't like that. It was just a genuine compliment and a genuine relationship building. And then once you have that rapport, you can follow up. And then once you follow up, they'll be like, let's say you follow up and say, hey, so great meeting you at X event. I love that we talked about X, Y, and Z. They'll look back up in the thread and be like, oh, this girl has been reaching out to me. Hey, girl, what you like? And that's how it's sort of, you can sort of stay top of mind of people. But also, just like she said, don't take it personally. It is something that people are busy. People, some people are getting tons of DMs, especially if you're a recruiter. So just know that it's not always you. I also think having a strong personal brand or online presence helps with that too, because then they can see, well, who is this girl? If this is a person who has no LinkedIn photo and doesn't post anything, I feel like I'm going to be more inclined to respond to the person who does have a LinkedIn photo and is on LinkedIn posting about their job search woes or something like that. So that online presence is key too.